Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my first filming of my Tip and Technique Tuesday. So that means that on every Tuesday of the week, I'm going to be filming a unique tip, technique, a correction, a simple way to do something specific, just any kind of helpful type hints that I can possibly offer to make your crochet work out better for you. Simple ways to correct something, maybe a missing stitch. I had a perfect example last night of how to replace a granny square, things like that. So, and this is also going to be a weekly edition, to where if you have any input and you know of any specific procedure you would like to see or have questions about how to do, you can leave me an email at stitchinstacy@yahoo.com, or you can leave it on my Facebook at Stitchin Stacy's Crochet. So the simple technique that I'm going to do with you today, and when I first began to crochet, I was like, gosh, there's got to be an easier way to do this. And it's very simple, and sometimes we don't always think of the simplest things. So, and this may help, especially for some of our new crocheters. So when you're crocheting, let's say, for example, you're going to crochet yourself an afghan or a wrap, things like that. And let's say that your pattern calls for you to do 200 chains right off the bat. I have found the easiest way to be able to keep up with my general count of stitches. So in a pattern it may ask you to go back to this particular numbered stitch, or count back so many stitches, or you just may basically lose count. The easiest way to do this is to do it in increments of 5, 10, 15, or 20, depending on how many chains that you really need for a pattern. So let's say I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you have to go all the way to, say, 100. The best way to do this is to take your stitch marker or a contrasting piece of yarn, mark every 10th chain, okay? So you've got 10 there. Let's go 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? So every 10th chain that you're going to come to, you're going to stick yourself a stitch marker in that 10th chain. Or, you know, say that you want to do it every 50 chains. It's up to you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So no matter what your stitch number will be, this is such a wonderful hint, because as I started my crochet business, I learned this very quickly, that there's got to be an easier way to keep count of my stitch work, rather than going back and having to count every stitch. And sometimes you have to chain so many that you don't want to have to keep count right off the bat. Well, then just use your stitch markers, and you can do it if you have to you know, crochet 200 and you want to mark it at every 50. That way you only have to go back, you know, 50 slots. Then that's what you have. So basically this is my tip for today. Just get yourself some of these stitch markers. You can get them anywhere. I did get mine at AC Moore's, which is my top selection for my crafting store. So, and they only run you about $3 a pack for these. There's several different kinds. And I would highly recommend this if you're doing a project of any considerable length. Okay, so my tip of the day is to place stitch markers along our chain of many chains, just to keep our spaces marked. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave me feedback Don't forget my like button, guys, and until my next video, happy hooking.